Okay, my wife and I moved from Minnesota to Pittsburgh a few years back and bought a house in Avalon directly downwind at ground zero from the Shenango plant. We used to live in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area for the majority of our lives. The Twin Cities, by the way, is a metropolitan center that is approximately twice the size and population of Pittsburgh, yet the air is relatively clean and fresh there. We were taught, as we grew up, that clean air was the right of all citizens, not just a privilege. I would like to think that this concept is taken seriously by the officials here in Pittsburgh, but I'm afraid that so far we've been sorely disappointed. When people ask me back home how I like Pittsburgh, I say it's a beautiful city with many great aspects to it, but the air quality, at least in the area we live, has a lot to be desired. Pittsburgh likes to promote itself as one of the most livable cities in the country, and with good reason. But the air pollution here is a really black mark on that idea. The main concern of everyone here is the adverse health effects from the Shenango plant, and that's my top concern as well. I could talk about the fact that my wife has developed a disturbing cough that I never heard in her before moving from Minnesota. A deep, rattling, moist cough that is quite alarming to me. I could also mention that pretty much every morning I now cough up phlegm, which hasn't happened to me since long ago in my careless use when I was a smoker. I should also mention that lung cancer does run in my family, so I'm very concerned about that. But I really wanted to address what I would call quality of life issues brought on by the frequent stench that emanates from the Shenango plant. It seems that this issue tends to be dismissed as merely an irritant and just part of the reality of living so near a coke processing plant. However, to my wife and myself, this is an issue that directly and adversely affects our lives here. We love our new home in Avalon, and one of the things we like about it is that it has a really nice back porch and a front porch. Our old house in Minnesota didn't have that. During good weather, we like to sit out on our porch, watch the sunset, or enjoy our backyard, but all too often we're forced back inside of the house by the sickly smell, and we're forced to close down all the windows. On a nice sunny day, we like to open up the windows and let the fresh air in, and again, all too often we're forced to batten down the hatches and hunker down inside of our house. We like to do outdoor barbecues and have our meals on the back porch in the open air. All too often, we're forced to reset the table indoors, go inside and eat, and close down the house. You start to live with a kind of a bunker mentality out here.